what instrument would you draft, or what would codify those documents? Because there's this presumption that everything's acquired during the marriage's community. So that's by a prenup, I assume, that you guys help people draft as far as distincting what is sole and separate. And then there's this notion of transmutating certain property acquired during the marriage that could then be considered community property.
In a perfect world, yes. So, right, in a perfect world, every client would come and see us prior to even thinking about these things. So, right, for a divorce court, prior to even getting married, you're coming and you're speaking with a divorce attorney. What can I do to make sure that I'm properly protected and that everything is outlined, right? All of my sole and separate property, everything I have today, I want to make sure that's really crystal clear, outlined on a piece of paper so that we all know what my sole and separate property was. So yeah, in a perfect world, you would have a nice prenuptial agreement that would be drafted by an attorney to lay out all of your assets and your debts, your liabilities at the time that you're entering into the divorce. Of course, more commonly are the parties who didn't get that prenuptial agreement. And so in that situation, it's going to be much more difficult. We're going to have to go back to the time of marriage. We're going to have to look at those individual bank statements. We're going to have to look at the values of your property pieces at the time of marriage. And it can be obviously difficult to do, right? We're going and we're valuing houses from 5, 6, 10, 20 years ago based on the date that parties got married, because it was their sole and separate property.
Sure.
So yeah, it can be difficult to go and categorize exactly what that sole and separate property was at the time of a marriage if you didn't go through the proper channels and get something like a prenuptial agreement. It's not impossible. It's certainly possible to do it. Just it adds a layer of complexity to the case.